In 2022, Tesla will sell well over 1 million cars worldwide. The question is, are they actually stealing customers away from other car brands, or are they simply creating new ones? Well, it turns out, yes, the global automotive market isn't actually increasing in size. So Tesla is stealing customers away from other car brands. Who are they stealing them away from? Well, interestingly, Japan more than anyone else. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back, everyone else. Thanks for tuning in. Great to have so many new subscribers recently. And if you're new to the channel, we have done more than 2,500 videos since we started, which I think was in May last year. It's been so busy, I can't even remember when we started the channel. But the point is here, there's so much content there. Make sure you check out some of that content. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so you get notifications in your feed of our channel videos. Otherwise, you won't get notified because we now do 7 videos per day. Why? Because, well, to be honest, I'd do more if I could, but I simply don't have more time than that. It isn't possible at this point because there's so much to learn. There's so much going on. I've got about 100 tabs open on my computer right now for all this incredible news that's happening. And I think one thing that people don't realize is happening, most people that are not in the electric car industry, that don't understand these trends that are happening, they don't understand what's happening right now. That is that Japan, in particular, not just Japan, but also Germany, Japan and Germany, but more so Japan, are losing massive market share to China and Tesla. And it's going to be disastrous for their economies because their economies rely very much on their automotive industry, which they will lose within the next 10 to 15 years. It could be even quicker than that, some people think. Research published by S&P Global Mobility has identified which brands consumers are leaving to go and buy a new Tesla. Now, Toyota is famous for saying this. Customers don't want EVs. They've said this numerous times. They've said customers want hybrids. Customers want gasoline-powered cars, hybrids, and maybe some plug-in hybrids as well. So we'll give them what they want. They're saying electric car brands are simply giving customers what they don't want. They've said that many times. Now, the irony is, there's really no other car makers making those claims. It's just Toyota. But they're the ones being disrupted by Tesla more than any other car company in the world. Tesla has become notorious for taking sales of other car brands as customers look to switch to driving an EV. And now data has been published showing which brands are losing the most customers to Tesla. You would think it would be BMW, Mercedes, Audi, more high priced cars because Tesla vehicles are high priced vehicles, but actually it's not the case at all. S&P Global Mobility found that over a quarter of Tesla buyers were coming from either Toyota or Honda, two car companies which are completely unprepared for the electric car disruption which is happening right now. When I say completely unprepared, they are completely unprepared. It's shockingly bad how unprepared they are. If you're invested in those car companies, I don't care if I'm going to get fined $400,000 for making these claims on this channel. Just dump your stock now, please. For the love of your money, I don't want you to lose what you have. Please, if you're invested in any internal combustion engine company right now, I would be very wary and very seriously having a look at what their plans are, what their ability is to produce EVs over the next 3 years. Not in the next 10 years, the next 3 years, because this is happening now. It's happening immediately. S&P's report found that 28.6% of customers come from either Toyota or Honda. 28.6, so 29% of customers are coming from Toyota and Honda, both of whom which basically don't sell EVs at all. And the EVs they do sell are minuscule, less than 1% of the company's actual sales. Roughly another 17% are coming from German luxury brands. BMW, nearly 7%, Mercedes-Benz, 6.2%, and Audi, 4.4%. Here's a good point to consider, right? In Germany, Tesla last month sold nearly as many vehicles as BMW. That's going to be pretty alarming if you're BMW, right? What's going to happen next year? How long will it take for Tesla to surpass BMW? Well, they did it in the US. Now they're about to do it in Germany as well. Fewer customers came from domestic brands such as Ford, only 5.4%, and Chevrolet, 4.7%. That's very interesting. I'm surprised to hear that. Now, also worth considering is Subaru, who had a figure of 4.3% loss to Tesla. Teslarati says that the effect of luxury brands losing customers to Tesla is most obvious, where researchers found that Tesla controls 86% of the electric vehicle market. So in the luxury segment, 86% of all EVs sold are Teslas. The next closest competitors were Audi with 3%, Rivian with 2%, and Polestar with 2%. Combined, these four brands account for over 93% of luxury EV sales in the United States, which is obviously the second biggest car market in the world. So far this year, 525,000 new EVs were registered. Tesla dominates with a 65% share, down from 79% in 2020, and which is predicted by the geniuses at working at, Wall Street, investment banks, saying Tesla's market share will drop to being below 20% by 2025. Now, I do think Tesla's market share will drop below 20% in the US eventually. It's just a natural pattern of time when other makers have more EVs, and Tesla won't actually decline in sales. They'll increase in sales, no question, but their market share will decline to being below 20%, and that's fine. But will that happen in 2025? I think it's very unlikely. Customers leaving gas vehicles were found to most often buy a Tesla Model Y or a Model 3. However, the survey found that the Ford Mustang Mach-E, Hyundai Ioniq 5, and the Chevy Bolt were also popular options, though the Hyundai Ioniq 5 will lose its eligibility for the $7,500 tax credit reduction as a result of the new IRA. So we'll see how their sales go over the next 6 months. A couple of factors attributed to why customers left certain brands more than others. First of all, a lack of electric options had a huge effect on the results. Brands like Ford, Chevy, and Hyundai Kia all have EV options, right? And they're not losing as many sales, nowhere near as many, in fact. So they had a big advantage versus Toyota and Honda, which don't sell electric cars in the United States. Honda, Toyota, and Lexus, S&P said. S&P also said that those who offered electric vehicles which were affordable were ahead of those who didn't. Survey results indicating why customers left their brands weren't reported. However, I think it's pretty obvious, right? Honda and Toyota don't offer EVs. And so customers went, well, thanks, see ya. Now, the thing is, it's hard to get new customers. It's not as hard to get a current customer to buy again. That's pretty well proven, right? Car brands are well aware that conquest sales are extremely important. It's hard to get a customer who's been buying a certain brand of product for the last 20, 30 years. Look at iPhone sales. Look how hard it is to get a customer to stop buying an iPhone and buy another brand. I know some people do it, but not that many. So clearly, it's difficult to get conquest sales. Toyota and Honda have to be very concerned that they're not going to get those customers back because they're not going to be providing any compelling EVs for at least 5 years. So therefore, when they eventually do, those customers will be well and truly long gone. Another surprising result was regarding overall market share. Tesla controls 65% of the market share in the US, but when it comes to electric vehicles which are affordable, the segment is led by Ford with 28%, Kia with 19%, Hyundai with 16%, and Chevrolet with 16%. Research shows that Tesla continues to dominate the US market, and brands should take note of the rapidly growing disparity between the brands with and without electric vehicle offerings. As S&P Global Mobility indicates in its conclusion, the growing market for electric vehicles will quickly determine the successful and unsuccessful automotive brands. Only time will tell if legacy brands will take notice or will even survive. Right now, in China, the world's biggest automotive market, they're being disrupted at an incredible pace. Many of their factories, in fact, most of their factories, are running at way below capacity, meaning they're basically not making a profit right now, and sales are diminishing. They're being taken away from Chinese electric vehicle manufacturers and Tesla. This is a pattern that will follow all around the world. Now, one person commented on this story and said, I traded in my Toyota Prius for a Model 3. The Model 3 was the most expensive vehicle I have ever purchased. I'm very pleased with the Tesla Model 3 and I would purchase another Tesla. I'm guessing I would have bought a Toyota electric vehicle at the time if one was offered with the same technology and charging network. All those smart people at Toyota, hard to believe that they have missed the target, missed the mark, and truly don't have any idea what they are doing. I think it's likely that Toyota and Honda will continue to lose sales to other automotive companies over the next decade. I've predicted that in many, many videos. This is basically confirming what we've all believed was already happening. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.